Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. My name is Hadika Ali, class number 14, and today my topic of presentation is morphs and allomorphs. First of all, I want to tell you something about morpheme. Also, there will be another video on this topic by my other fellow. But I want to tell you something about morpheme. So, morpheme is a mental abstract representation of an element of meaning in language. Like it is the like when we come to like when we say that a smallest meaningful unit in a language, so it might come to our mind that it may a word, like we might say that a single word is a smallest meaningful unit, but not in a but not in a word. There may be many meaningful units which are known as morpheme. So one of the main point in this, that morpheme is an abstract representation. Like when we come like I will tell you it in definition. Okay, and definition: a morpheme is a minimal unit of meaning. Like in a word, there can be when we divide a word into meaningful unit, the unit that unit must will have some specific meaning, like independently it will have meaning. So the meaning that a morpheme give can be, like when we divide that word into meaningful unit or meaningful bits, that meaningful bits will be known as morpheme if it give grammatical or lexical, like meaning, grammatical or lexical meaning. In grammatical meaning, you can see it is written over here. For instance, the part of speech, if the word is plural or singular, the tense of a verb. Or in lexical, there is the dictionary meaning. Like a word will have a dictionary meaning, also it will have grammatical. For example, if we talk about the word boys, so the boys is has a lexical meaning that ladka. So their lexical meaning, and also in grammatically it will have like boys. When you talk about boys, so there is s with boy. So this is another morpheme. Boy itself gave us a lexical meaning or dictionary meaning, while the s which the boys contain, it will give us grammatical meaning. Like it gives us the meaning that there are many there are more than two boys, more than one boy, sorry. So it give us the grammatical meaning. It is telling us that s is telling about the plural, and it giving us the grammatical meaning. um, and if there is other word desirable, so there are also two morpheme. As in a boy, there are two morpheme. One is boy and the other is s. And the desirable, there desire is one morpheme and able is another morpheme. So that word contain two morphemes. Now coming toward my main topic, which is morphs. So morph is the actual form used to realize morpheme. Like morpheme is something abstract, as ma'am has told us in the topic of like when and language derives from notes. So ma'am has told us that there will be notes in our mind. Like if we talk about bus, if we say there is a bus, so bus gives us a specific meaning to us. Like even if we have not written the word bus, but it is stored in our memory that the word bus, it is something like long vehicles, having a driver, or many seats are there in bus. Like it comes to our mind by listening the word bus. Also, as I have told about the boys, or like there is the example of cats. So when we think about cats, so it come to our mind that it will having some beautiful eyes, and like the picture of a cat comes to our mind. If it is cat, then a single cat comes to our mind, and if we say cats, so there will be many cats pictures come. There will many pictures of cat come in our mind. But when we write down that morpheme, like you can see that cat plus s, cat is having its lexical or dictionary meaning. Also this s gives us the meaning of like there are many cats, so it is the grammatical meaning. So when we write down it, or that gives us, like when we write down the morpheme is something abstract, and morphs is the actual form used to realize that morpheme. uh, as you can see, the smallest unit of meaning or grammatical function, and morphs is then the actual form used as a part of word representing one version of a morpheme. Okay, you can see. Okay, you may understand it from the example like people. If we talk about the word people, so people having it a dictionary meaning or lexical meaning, like people, a group of persons. And also the word people is itself plural, like there is not a plural of the word people. It itself having lexical meaning, and also the word people is like plural of itself. So we can say that there are two morpheme are there, like one is it giving like there are two unit, one giving lexical meaning, and second it itself it itself is plural. And also uh, and also it has lexical meaning, sorry. But if we say if we talk about the morphs and morphemes in the word people, so there are two morpheme but one morph. Like it is only one form, we cannot divide into, like as we have done in the boy, like boy separate, we separate the word boy, and also we have separated the s from the boys. So in people you cannot do. People word has two morpheme but one morph. So morph is a physical form representing some morpheme in language which it recurrent distinctive sound. Example, boys है desirable, there are two morpheme in desirable, or childish. So child is one morpheme, um, or one morph, and ish. So this is another morpheme or morph. And people having two morpheme but one morph. Now the second topic is allomorphs. So now what is basically allomorph? So allomorphs, variation of morpheme, or allomorph are different form of the same morpheme or basic unit of meaning. This can be different pronunciation or different spellings. Okay, so um, uh, I will explain it with the help of an example. By taking only s as a morpheme, as in the boys the s was another morpheme, or in the cats it is another morpheme, in dogs the s is another morpheme. So the s basically sounds differently, it is one morpheme. Like s is a single morpheme that sound differently in different words, so this is known an alloform. Like you can say allomorph are different form of the same morpheme. Okay, by example, in cats, the s sound is cats, it sound s like that. And in dogs, so its sound is z. And in horses, So its sound is, like not Z and not like S, but its sound is. So horses, or in dogs, in cats. So it sounds differently in different word, and it can be studied further in linguistics, that how different words or different morpheme sounds differently, or a same single morpheme sounds differently in different words.